How about the incident at MSG the other night with Oakley?
I really don't know anything about. I heard of it. I really don't know about it. But if it's what they said, like he just wanted to meet with.
Have you seen the video?
I seen the video, but yeah, I really don't know anything, so I don't really want to speak about it.
Spencer, you've seen it and you've heard about it. What are your thoughts?
Well, like X said, I don't know everything that's going on with what they were saying, but it just looked like Oakley went a little over the top there. I think everyone in New York and in sports in general is frustrated with James Dolan and what he's doing and think he's a terrible owner. But to push him and put your hands on him at courtside in front of everybody is just wrong, in my opinion.
On whose part, the guards or Oakley?
Oakley.
All right,
I think his confrontation was important, but I think putting the hands on him kind of made him look like the villain.
So here's what I heard. I heard that Oakley said some stuff about, what's the owner's name again?
James Dolan.
I heard he said some stuff about James Dolan on Twitter, and then he just went to the game. And Dolan hired security to basically stalk Oakley at the game, and Oakley was like, hey, I paid good money for this seat. I should be able to watch the game without being stalked this entire time. And then security came up, and they said, don't you put your hands on me. They did, and it escalated from there. So that's not to excuse what Oakley did, but James Dolan could have avoided almost all of this.
I think he tried to by putting the security on him.
No, the security escalated the situation. 100%. And the Knicks have just, because Oakley was originally banned from coming back to MSG, they've now rescinded that, and they're expecting an apology to Oakley soon. I think Oakley has been a little vindicated. Should he have done what he done? No.
I think they're apologizing because they saw all the whole fan base revolve around Oakley after that and wears jerseys and Spike Lee.
They're going to ban him. They were going to ban him from MSG after everything he did for that franchise.
Yeah, James Dolan should just sell the Knicks. He's awful.
They're going to ban Charles Oakley?
Yeah.
They did, and then they rescinded it.
You never ban a legend from nothing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You think Phil Jackson got a part of that, man?
Ooh.
Phil Jackson just been destroying the Knicks right now, man.
Yeah, the Zen Master is no longer the Zen Master.
Great coach, pretty good player. Not a great GM.
Do you think he got lucky?
Awful.
You think he got lucky? I think he's probably the luckiest coach ever.
Okay, I should
ever.
I mean, yeah, you look at the teams he coached.
Honestly,
I should be
anybody
clear.
could have got 10
So
championships.
he's not necessarily a good X's and O's guy. What he is good at is managing all these superstars on one team.
Yeah.
So there is something to be said for
doing
that.
I
see what you're saying.
Yeah, you got to give him some credit.
Coach the Lakers and the Bulls in their prime.
Right.
And you could have coached those teams to championship.
Yeah, I wouldn't have to say a word.
Right.
All you had to do was make sure they're in their rooms before curfew.
You know the best coach though. I think it is
Who?
Greg Popovich, man.
Absolutely.
Because he's doing more with less.
The Belichick of the NBA.
Every year they had a winning season the last 20 years,
and he does it with a systematic.
He's been there since '94.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been 94, 04, 14. That's 22 years. So he's been there the whole 20 years with winning season. He hasn't missed a playoff yet.
Mm-hmm. And he's got rings.
He has 5 rings, but he hasn't missed a playoff yet.
And he knows how to make star players team players. And it's all about the team.
That's
never
not the
about
only thing.
person.
They get over 50 wins, too, for the past 14 years
very,
straight.
Very low-key.
How underrated is Kawhi, though?
I think he's a top 5 NBA player.
He's awesome, but
definitely.
he's so quiet, and no one talks about Kawhi. It's all James Harden.
You know why? Because Kawhi doesn't play for the Lakers, Knicks.
Exactly.
Yeah,
he's
he's in the San Antonio market.
For the San Antonio Spurs.
The culture of the Spurs right there.
San Antonio Spurs is the low-key team. Come on now. When we talk about, playoffs, who's going to win the championship, do we say Spurs? Let's say the last 10 years, did we ever say Spurs? We said the Lakers, the Heat, we said the Celtics, we have said the Cleveland Cavaliers, and we said the Golden State Warriors the last 10 years.
Even when the Warriors broke that record for the wins in a season, the Spurs were
nothing.
3 games behind them, and they were not even in the discussion.
Yeah.
They were right there.
The
they could have done it too.
Last year lost 12 to 13 games.
Mm-hmm.
12 to 13 games. That's crazy, man. That's That's 2 games outside of the Chicago Bulls record.
Right.
You
And
know,
it got almost no
The
coverage.
Spurs always go under the radar, and then the playoffs hit, and they're like, "Wow, we forgot about the Spurs. Like they have a real shot here."
yeah, even us, we'll forget about the Spurs. We'll talk about other teams that win
yeah.
championships.
Right.
Who would thought the Spurs was gonna beat the Miami Heat?
Yeah, with
You know?
LeBron James.
Yeah.
I'm rooting for the Spurs this year. I'm sick of watching the Warriors grind it out versus my Cavs.
Honestly,
you know?
I want the NBA to change, man.
How do you want it to change?
It's just not gonna happen.
I hate these super teams, man. Everybody, if you're a Batman, everybody has a Robin. If you're a Robin, everybody has a Batman. Yeah, I understand that. Jordan had Pippen, Kobe had Shaq. We all
Right.
have that. But I don't like these super teams, man.
Right, I mean,
I hate it.
it's gonna be a 3-peat with the Warriors and Cavs, and then it's
Even-
gonna be a
even the
4-peat
Warriors, I
and then a
hate that.
5-peat.
So do you hate? Excuse me. Do you hate that we already know who's in the finals? Basically,
Pretty much.
is that what you hate
Pretty
about
much.
it?
I mean, the Western Conference up for grabs, but we could say the Spurs or Golden State. We can't say nobody
There's
else.
4.
Right.
There's really like 4 teams.
I say
Who's the
3.
fourth?
Go ahead.
The Celtics.
No, there's Cavs are the only East.
Okay.
But in the West, there's the Spurs, there's the Warriors,
Right. The
and then
Rockets.
the 4th team is always the dark horse. Could be Rockets, could be Clippers.
Oh, okay. You're saying okay.
I'm saying there's
Yeah.
there's 3 teams in the West that
But
always
realistically, it's going to be Warriors Cavs.
That's a rare chance that anybody will make it to the
all about
championship.
who's playing hot at the right time.
Yeah, but it's not a right time because they play 7 games. It's not like the NFL. You get 1 game, you boom.
Yeah.
You know.
Like we automatically put Warriors in last year, but look, Kevin Durant almost did it against the Warriors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
right.
Okay. That's a good point.
they're
That's a
up
good
3-1.
point.
That's a great
Yeah.
point. That's a great point. Yeah, I agree with you.
All right.
That was a surprise. Yep.
And the Spurs could do that this year.
Mm-hmm.
Kawhi Leonard needs to put the team on his back.
I don't know. It's just the Spurs. They have a good system. They have DeJounte Murray. He's Jonathan Simmons at the guard. I think for them it'll be about can you slow down
Little
Those-
Patty
the
Mills.
perimeter.
Those guys were nobodies.
Patty Mills.
Yeah. Who's Patty Mills?
Those, man. Like, come on. Like, these guys, Greg Popovich make these guys.
Kyle Anderson.
Yeah.
Shout out UCLA.
Yeah. But he's a good New York City baller. Great New York City, Kyle Anderson. He came to the game good.
He was a tall dude that could dribble pretty well.
Very slow, but he will cross the out of you.